Welcome to PWX Wrestling. My color commentator is on his way.
That's right, Smooth Kary! I brought all the belts! All the belts! That's how, even the Sheets title.
You have the Sheets title.
That's how important this is. All the belts.
That's wonderful.
Captain Bender is here.
How have you been?
I've been good here, Smooth Kary. Let me
Very good.
set all this down here.
Tonight we got the PWX Restoring.
Now I hear you.
Restoring the Legacy Tournament.
That's
what
right.
we're talking about today.
Restoring the legacy, and I brought another thing here so I can make sure and see what the future crop of stars will be here in this World Title Tournament, the World Heavyweight Title Tournament for Pro Wrestling Express. And in the next couple of weeks, we are going to see all of these guys competing for that brass ring, the new champion of Pittsburgh Wrestling, PWX, restoring the legacy indeed.
That is correct. And tonight we have a few good matches tonight. And we're going to be starting off with the first couple brackets of the tournament, I believe, tonight.
Smooth Kary, no doubt about it. I see a bunch of new talent tonight.
Yes.
All coming here to Pro Wrestling Express, the Performance Center. Round one, O'Reilly Chambers versus Kriss Killian.
Right here we have a 15-year vet and we have a brand new talent.
That's right.
Killian.
Kriss Killian's debut match in the PWX World Title Tournament. No pressure at all there, Smooth Kary.
None at all.
But that's how you be a guy like me. That's how you win all the belts and be a captain.
Well, the only way to make a talent perfect is throw him in the fire and beat him till he's perfect.
That's right, and that's how you get all the perks. But also tonight, here on episode 1, we're going to see Ampo the Destroya versus the Regent Joshua Kavod. And Smooth Kary, I got to be honest, Joshua Kavod, during all this COVID, no pun intended there, during all this COVID, he has been the MVP. He has been absolutely the all-star. To me, in my opinion, Joshua Kavod is the best professional wrestler on the indies right now here at PWX. And there's no doubt to me, this could be the candidate of the man that will win this whole tournament, but Ampo, one hell of an opponent.
That is true.
And then, in the coming weeks, as we will see in episode 2, it'll be Thunder Bear with that native pride. That native pride. The kids love him. Going to be facing a mysterious contender here, Dr. Damian Matthews, a witch doctor.
Oh my goodness. I got to see a little bit of what he does and it's just amazing.
I mean, every ship could use a witch doctor, so maybe I'll keep my eye on this guy, but I cannot wait for Thunder Bear and Dr. Damian Matthews here in the coming weeks as the tournament progresses. And the final match of the bracket, also on episode 2, will be Sinborn with the mysterious Lilith to face Felix.
That's right. Now these two talents are brand new to the scene.
That's right. And I don't know if you've seen Felix Cloven, but he literally looks like he's from another planet.
Oh my.
You've got to see him to believe him. But that's all coming episode 2. Tonight, episode 1, we have O'Reilly Chambers versus Kriss Killian. We have Ampo the Destroya versus Joshua Kavod, the Regent, and one other bonus match. The Hellbilly, you heard of him, the big Jack Monster himself, will be facing Aaron Connors. I don't know if the future looks too bright for Aaron Connors and every Hellbilly.
I haven't got to meet Aaron Connors, but I tell you what, Hellbilly, I get to do commentary on a lot of his matches.
He was my first mate.
Yeah, it was a tragedy what happened.
You've got to see this man to believe it. All 3 of those matches coming up tonight here on episode 1, Pro Wrestling Express, restoring the legacy, the PWX Heavyweight Title Tournament here in the coming weeks. And we are going to see the first 2 matches of this tournament on this first episode. Thank you for joining us as you are seeing history being made, the resurrection, the restoration of Pro Wrestling Express, Pittsburgh Wrestling's finest institution, the PWX Performance Center, and we are back. And we got the man with all the belts, Captain Bender, and of course, Smooth Kary. This is going to be history made tonight.
This tournament's literally called Restoring the Legacy. Is that correct?
That's right, and I can see it in the distance here. We are going to restore the legacy just as sure as I have all the belts, all the perks, all the sirens, all the skippers. I can't wait. I can feel it tonight.
Yes, that is correct. Now, shortly, they're telling me in the headset that shortly we're going to have O'Reilly Chambers enter the ring, and then Kriss Killian will be shortly after.
Well, this is going to be an interesting match for sure. To start things off here, Kriss Killian in his debut match, is about to face a man I used to call him the uncaged animal. He is, or I used to call him the caged animal. He is indeed an uncaged animal now. O'Reilly Chambers.
There he is.
Not one to mess with.
I hear his music is what I hear right now.
I don't believe that is Chambers yet. Is that it? Oh, yes it is. Okay. Joey Reckless announcing O'Reilly Chambers here in the PWX Performance Center.
I tell you what, this guy can send chills down your spine, you know?
I have stood across the ring from him many, many, many times. You know, they should have put me in this tournament, Smooth Kary. Maybe I'd be the one to give him a more of a fighting chance to Kriss Killian.
That is true.
But the thing is, it's not a physical game. It's a mental game. Sure, it's a physical game, of course.
Yes.
But the mental theatrics that this man plays with your mind, O'Reilly Chambers, whether it's the different kind of face paints, whether it's the imposing entrances. I mean, even the referee here. Look at this referee. He's intimidated him.
Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, he's always aggressive. Not only the mind games, he goes into an aggressive approach and just annihilates his opponent.
The aggression is what it's all about. Look at this, the look on his face.
Oh my goodness, he's taunting the camera.
For all the viewers out there
today
watching this Pro Wrestling Express, the return, PWX Episode 1, Restoration of a Legacy, the first match of round 1 of the PWX Heavyweight Title Tournament, and we are about to see the debut of Kriss Killian.
One thing about O'Reilly Chambers is, I mean, his execution is always on point, precise, annihilating the competition.
Well, no doubt about it, Smooth Kary.
And hailing from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 145 pounds, Kriss Killian!
And here he comes, debut match, Kriss Killian, fresh off of the PWX Performance Center.
Yeah, I tell you what, I have all the respect for this guy, and I really wish that he endures everything that comes next.
You know what? This is the guy, really, if you look at him here, he is the guy that really, all the fans at home, growing up, think about the kids. This is like, they want to look like him, they want to be like him. This kind of video game entrance, the cool music with the mask, and hey, even all the pretty girls, all the mermaids, all the sirens, I can show him where they're at.
I haven't got to meet Kriss yet, but I mean, he seems like a wonderful guy, and
well, an underdog here, though. He is rocking the fishnets.
That is true. Yeah, this is an underdog situation compared to the experience and the performance of O'Reilly Chambers.
O'Reilly Chambers just eyeballing him here. The referee calls for the bell. Here we go! Restoring the Legacy PWX Heavyweight Title Tournament is underway with Kriss Killian and O'Reilly Chambers.
If he thinks that he's gonna intimidate O'Reilly Chambers at all, I mean, he's full.
Smooth Kary, can you imagine if an underdog in his first match became the PWX Heavyweight Champion by the end of this tournament in the next couple weeks?
It would truly be an upset.
That would be the story of the year here in 2020. Maybe erase some of these things we've experienced in 2020. Give us a film story. Look at this.
He starts by aggressive.
I've spoke too soon. Already I can see O'Reilly Chambers just manhandle this poor kid. Come on. You were a kid once too, O'Reilly Chambers. Even if you were in some kind of detention school somewhere, you was a kid once too.
Part of the business, I guess.
Listen to him, just intimidating Kriss Killian.
Oh my goodness.
Look at this.
It was so quick. It was so precise and so quick. He didn't even know it was coming.
All the moves right here. O'Reilly Chambers, as I said, I've encountered this man many times. This is a wily old vet for sure.
He's taunting him. The crowd's chanting for Killian, and he's just saying, "Look, for you," and he's beating him down.
There you go, Killian. Get out of there. Get out the way. Oh my God! Did you see that look?
Oh, jeez, the aggression. Oh my goodness, that was so loud.
Look at this, like a rag doll out the corner.
Oh my gosh. I don't know how he's going to be able to get up.
The pain in his back, we can feel it. We can feel the pain just going through his body.
I mean, he literally emptied all energy from this kid right from the get-go.
Well, that's what O'Reilly Chambers does. He doesn't just break it down physically. Like I said, it's a mental game. That's why I say he's the uncaged animal.
Oh,
what a power bomb. Again, writhing in pain, Killian. Kriss Killian.
Look at that. That's that mind game that you're talking about.
I don't think this looks good for this young man. First match, the jitters backstage, and this is who you have to face.
Back.
Look at this.
There it is. He's just looking at him.
Doing nothing.
He's
doing nothing at all. Off the ropes. Come on, there we go. No.
Just threw him right out the ring. I'm
on the apron
surprised.
here. GWX Performance Center.
And if he could find it in his heart to just pull off enough energy.
This is the O'Reilly Chambers game now.
Here he comes.
Nice
Oh
counter.
my goodness.
Kriss Killian with that agility.
Ducks it.
He's in great shape, but it's not good enough to beat, like I said, an uncaged animal like O'Reilly Chambers.
O'Reilly Chambers is always 3 steps ahead. I mean, the opponent tries their hardest, and he just knows what they're going to do.
That back elbow alone could be it. He's just toying with him. Toying with him.
Oh my goodness. He's waiting. He's literally waiting for
Biding his time. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when will he just destroy this young man, unless we see a comeback the likes of which we've never seen to make the Miracle on Ice jealous.
Oh no.
Look at this.
Oh my
gosh. That's gotta be it.
His jaw's
That's gotta be it.
I'm surprised. Oh, that 1, 2, 3. That's it. It's over.
It is over.
I mean, he sends chills up your spine no matter what.
O'Reilly Chambers, who qualifies for the PWX Heavyweight Championship Tournament.
Well, we already know the first man is going to move on to round 2 here in the coming weeks. O'Reilly Chambers.
He took that breath.
It's going to be a tough one. I don't know who can possibly stop this man in the PWX Heavyweight Title Tournament, Smooth Kary.
That is correct. I mean, he took the first bracket. Kriss Killian's out.
He's coming back.
He can't.
He's coming back.
The kid's done. He can't take any more.
Come on now. Come on, referee. Get him out of there. Where's some officials in the back? Oh, that's uncalled for. The young man tried his best. Kriss Killian tried his best. And there will be more matches for him if he can get through this, but he's going to end his career after 1 match. Look at this. Here we go. Chapter 7.
Oh my. He's the only person that would give him a finishing move after the match is over.
Uncalled for. But that's, again, the mental rot. The mental rot inside your head that O'Reilly Chambers causes.
Spending too many times in the cemeteries, you know what I'm saying?
What is this? What is he? Oh, that's a twisted individual right there. And, you know, I mean, if we can't get someone to stop him, he could become the PWX Heavyweight Champion. How scary is that?
Yeah.
But look, a valiant effort by Killian.
Well, the refs
Hope he
helping
comes
him.
back.
The refs helping him up, but he didn't help him at all during the assault.
The crowd giving him a nice ovation. Hey, kid, you did a good job. You should have consulted with me first. I mean, maybe like to join my ship, my motley ship of fools. I could have told you a little bit about O'Reilly Chambers, but hey, you know, we all had a first match. We all had a first match.
Could have at least told him to duck him.
Look, here's the replay right here. This is how he finished the match.
To see this in slow motion.
This is an amazing move.
Goodness.
Look at that.
Oh, that was the end of it right there.
Every muscle in your body is going to feel that the next day.
Maybe 2 or 3 days.
Well, maybe 4 or 5, Smooth Kary.
That is true. You got to add a couple
And this kid, you know, I feel for him. I really do. The mental game and the physicality of O'Reilly Chambers. He enjoys it. Look at him. And then here we saw this was unnecessary. A second attack after the match with the Chapter 7.
Keep in mind, the match is over. I mean,
No reason for this.
He's literally doing it just for fun, just for the sport of his own personal pleasure.
Unbelievable, Smooth Kary. I hate to see things like that happen, but hey, it's a learning curve.
That is true.
But now we go from the darkness to the light.
Oh, we know this song.
That's
we
right.
We know this.
Here comes my pick to win this tournament. The Regent, Joshua Kavod.
Well, hey, he's going up against a great opponent.
The best athlete out there right now, for sure. I know I rave about this guy, but I've always wanted him on my ship.
Well, I tell you what, there's nobody that quite pulls off moves like him. I mean, he does certain moves that just you never see before. You don't know it's coming.
Look at this.
Introducing first, in a 15-minute time limit match. For the Holy of Holies, weighing in at 185 pounds, Joshua Kavod!
There he is.
Joshua Kavod all over this area winning championships. Like I said, you know, not a lot of guys have been that active during this COVID for rightful reasons, of course. I mean, it's an unfortunate time in American history in general. But this guy's out here busting his butt here to give you match of the year after match of the year after the match of the year candidates.
I mean,
now this would be the biggest championship you could ever win, Smooth Kary. This is the PWX Heavyweight Championship. This is a 26-year legacy.
That is true. And his story is amazing. And to come back through all the trauma and the torment that he's been through, and then he takes the Black Diamond Championship, I believe.
That's right. His story. He's got some bracelets. I think I actually bought a few of those off of him. mean, he's an inspiration. He truly is. Like I said, for what his physical stature might not show, his heart makes up for it. And I have seen Kavod do some amazing things over the past couple months. Me and you, Smooth Kary, we've called many matches for him in different areas. So neat to see him here in PWX. But here comes another man that we are very familiar with. You know who he is.
Hailing from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 262 pounds.
Just as Joey Reckless just said, Ampo the Destroya, always with the kendo stick, a fan of, or should I say, I don't know if I want to say fan because I can't imagine him being a fan, but a man who has studied strong style, whoever he is behind that mask.
Last time I saw this character was on Fire in the Mountain, and I was really worried that he was going to bring that stick into the ring. But,
very familiar with Middle Eastern tactics. And the art of Japanese wrestling.
That is true. Kavod's really got a heck of a challenge
I have
tonight.
never seen these two wrestle, so this is going to be an interesting matchup here. On paper, could very well be one of the best matches of the tournament. And here comes Joshua Kavod. Again, this is another one of those situations where you're dealing with a man. How do you read him? You don't know what his emotions look like behind that mask. You don't know what his facial expressions. And he's already a monster in there with Kavod.
You can't read him. You don't know if he's showing pain, if he's showing pleasure. What's happening inside this man's head, you will never know whenever you're facing him.
The referee's smart to be checking him because, again, he comes up with a kendo stick. What else has he got hiding in there?
That is true. That is true.
And we think about the Middle East, we think about Japan, maybe we think about the Karate Kid Part 2 or something. This is no joke. This is Ampo the Destroyer. He has studied that fighting style. Not just wrestling, but the fighting style. Ampo the Destroyer, a powerful opponent, and it could be, as you like to say tonight, Smooth Kary, a powerful attack on Joshua Kavod.
That is true. He uses skill and precision to get it done. And then you don't know where he's coming from because you can't read him. Oh, look at this.
Test of strength. Right away, Ampo is going to win that. I mean, that's just that's the way science works.
That is true. And I tell you what,
Joshua Kavod break free.
Kavod's known to understand his opponent and work him down. So knowing that he's more aggressive right off the get-go, he's probably gaining the knowledge that he takes to beat him.
That's true. He's probably soaking it in, always working in his mind. Look at that. There's that agility. And that's why Joshua Kavod, so graceful. So, literally, no pun intended here, graceful attack of Joshua Kavod.
Agility and
look at that.
Precision.
Look at it here.
Look at this. Precision. Agility and precision.
Oh, and it looks like he got some of that. Yeah. Some of that Hurricane Rana there. A man that big, it's amazing he got him even that far over. And yes, it's going to be a 2 count. I mean, that would have been a shocker there if he'd have got him. I'm sure he would have loved that.
You might as well have said that he was sitting on top of a mountain at that point.
Yeah, you're not going to take a man like Ampo the Destroyer down that easy, but I don't know. Kavod might have a drop. I was looking for the head scissors. Countered into, look at this move by Ampo the Destroyer.
Overpowered him.
2 count.
2 count. He couldn't get the 3.
We all know Ampo the Destroyer. If you haven't been following him, in my opinion, the most devastating finisher in Pittsburgh wrestling right now.
Such a hard
the Orange Crush suplex. If you've seen this maneuver, my God, I mean, it is devastating.
I have seen
what he can do. If he hits that, I mean, Ampo is another candidate here to possibly win this entire tournament. Both of these guys have a good chance. I mean, these are two. Again, it's hard to believe they're here in round 1 against each other. Somebody important is going to be removed from this tournament right away, and then make it easier on. We would say 6 other guys right now because we saw Chambers advance over Kriss Kelly.
That is true. The only way to go further is to win tonight, and whoever doesn't win, they're out. They're out of the competition.
I mean, there's always a chance to work your way back up, but what a chop! But an opportunity of a lifetime here. When a door opens like this, and you're in the professional wrestling industry in Pittsburgh, the PWX heavyweight title, all of that legacy, truly restoring the legacy, this is going to be maybe a gift from God to Joshua Kavod. Or then again, maybe a vicious reminder of what Ampo the Destroyer can do. And look at that clothesline in the corner.
you have to seize every opportunity, and I think Kavod's one of those personalities that does, go after what he is shooting for.
Well, he's shooting for the stars, but maybe he's building a stairway to heaven here.
Oh.
Maybe not.
He's just too powerful.
So much.
Oh,
there it is.
He still got him.
There's that heart. This is why Kavod is who he is.
Oh.
Look at this. Joshua Kavod, the all-star of indie wrestling in Pittsburgh in 2020, in my opinion. And this is why. Look at this.
He has to keep on him. He has to keep
Sunset
on
flip? Oh, I thought I was going to do my own
Oh
sunset
my
flip.
gosh, I thought it was a sunset. No.
Oh, a counter by Ampo. Here comes reality and science and gravity again, Smooth Kary.
Took all momentum.
Oh, that's it. It's over. He's no.
I thought it was over. He took all momentum out of
Oh,
Kavod.
look at that. I think he could have had him. Ampo, this is not the time. This is not the time to be playing games. If I was Ampo the Destroyer, get in there. Again, we can't tell what this man is thinking. We can't see behind the mask. We don't know what he's thinking up there. Suplex, not the orange crush suplex, but perhaps setting that up.
It took the win out of him.
He's got other moves like the Destroya lock. I mean, there's so many things that he can hit. Look at this nonchalant.
Oh, he didn't even let him get the 3 count.
Unbelievable. Not the time. Not the time for that, Smooth Kary.
How much punishment can you give a person?
Ampo is going to regret not taking care of him right there. But he's thinking, hey, again, science and genetics can win this one. Oh, my God.
Gosh,
What a fork in him. Everything I just said about Kavod, I'm sorry, kids. I'm sorry, kids. This is how reality works. So give it the 3 count. Ampo is, no way!
He pulled out.
No way!
He pulled out. He was like a
Come
ragdoll.
on! How?
Oh, my goodness.
How big is his heart?
He's got spirit, man.
The Regent!
Oh,
He's coming back!
He's trying. Look, he pulled off he's
A
turning
punch!
around.
I don't know. Oh, my goodness, Ampo. And when he's still got some left in him, look at these back and forth. This is what this tournament is all about. It's a fight.
They want to win.
No one wants to go home without that victory. No one wants to go home thinking they let themselves or their families down or their fans or anyone.
Another one. Here we go. He's going to slam him. Oh my God, what is this?
Orange crush suplex. He hit him with a couple knees. Straight from the pulpit.
Oh my God.
Straight from the pulpit.
That's it.
No way. This would be a huge upset. Referee. 3 count. He counts it.
That's it. It's over.
Unbelievable.
Oh, Josh.
That's why I picked this man to be the future PWX heavyweight champion in the Restoring the Legacy tournament.
There's no doubt about it. He just fell off the map and Kavod moves on to the next
What a
round.
shocker. A shocker, Smooth Kary. And remember your boy, Captain Bender, the man with all the belts, is calling the Regent Joshua Kavod in the coming weeks. After getting through Ampo, I mean, there's only a few guys in this tournament that could really stand, could give him the kind of match that would challenge what I'm saying here, in my opinion.
I didn't believe you at first, but yes, this is the guy to keep your eyes on.
That's why Joshua Kavod is the Regent. That's why he is possibly the heavyweight champion here in PWX. And straight from the pulpit, that move is no joke.
No, I haven't seen
rip your arm out of the socket with that thing.
Seen anybody get up from it yet.
It's a lethal weapon in his arsenal. Just as powerful as a cross or a Bible for that man.
Those are those original things that just pops out whenever Josh gets in that ring that nobody expects. It's originality that nobody expects. Oh, look at him.
Right here.
Off.
He deserves to gloat after a victory like that. I mean, in a holy way, I'm sure. And here we go. Here comes that replay here. I think we're going to see how this all went down at the end, Smooth Kary. He was going to go for the orange crush suplex.
Look at this.
1, 2 knees.
In the face.
Again, he was thinking this out that whole time in his head. Straight for the pulpit. He can literally, it looks like he ripped his arm out of the socket with that maneuver.
It just looks so crazy. That's the agility you were talking about. Who else can knee somebody while they're being held up in the air?
It was a thinking man's game for Joshua Kavod as much as it was just a straight up fight for Ampo. And in this situation, the genetics that I was talking about happened to be mental genetics. And that's how Kavod advanced into this tournament. He will be in round 2 in the coming weeks of the PWX Heavyweight Championship.
It was brains.
Here we go.
It was brains and determination over weight and muscle.
Absolutely. And here we go. If you have never seen this man, you're in for a treat.
Oh my goodness.
Introducing first, hailing from Bradfield Hollow, weighing in 250 pounds.
He's so swole.
He is a jacked monster, Smooth Kary. He's too big for for the ring.
I don't think his ring's going to be able to contain him.
This man is a physical specimen, making his debut here in Pro Wrestling Express PWX. Now, this is not a tournament match. Hellbilly himself opted out of the tournament, or else I would literally have called this thing. I mean, we wouldn't even have to watch it. It'd be like when Reagan defeated Mondale in '84. I mean, it would just been a landslide here. But it turns out, this man, he just wants to see what PWX can really give him.
I mean, technically, that's a humble thing to do, to pull yourself out of a tournament. It gives the other guys a chance.
And that's what this whole couple coming weeks we're seeing, these new, young, hungry lions. Who will be the one that rises above the crops? It very well could be Hellbilly, or it could be his opponent tonight.
Introducing his opponent, weighing in at 172 pounds, coming from Tampa, Florida,
Aaron Connors, here we go. Hey, I like his look. He looks like your former drummer.
Oh, man, the
It looks like he might have played drums on a band with you, Smooth Kary.
I'll join him. I'll join him in that.
Look at that head. Look at that hair.
Oh, look at it. Hey,
Aaron Connors, he wants to party all night. And maybe if he beats Hellbilly, have a couple sirens for himself, a couple mermaids. I'll send him a few.
that is very true.
Hellbilly might eat the boat.
I love whenever they have energy like this.
Hellbilly, my former first mate, we couldn't quite make that work any longer. But oh my gosh, this is the thing. Hellbilly, it's too hard-headed. But who's going to argue with a Jack monster like that?
You can't.
Chops.
Look,
He just blasted it off.
He's starting them.
Aaron Connor, don't stop a rockin', but
Just threw him into the ring.
I learned that from Ninja Turtles 3, by the way, Smooth Kary. Don't stop a rockin'. Those terrifying animatronics, they just never stop rocking.
That is true.
Oh my
The
goodness!
sound of that, it echoed off the walls. If you
Hellbilly and his famous catchphrase, "That ain't gonna work." Look at this. You talk. My God.
Oh my.
He's a ragdoll.
If you slap somebody in the chest and it echoes, you know you hurt the
Aaron Connors is gonna look at this.
Here we go. Get
The
him
fire. Look at those kicks.
He just grabs him.
Like a lamb led to slaughter. Good Lord Almighty. Hellbilly just literally laughing at the guy. What is he gonna do? Like I said, I know this. Look at those. Look on his face.
He's eyeing him up. Look, he's watching. He's literally watching.
Hellbilly with the
Oh,
spear.
that's a powerful attack.
That's it. It's over.
That's it.
I think we said that in sync. I mean, who's going to stand in the way here? This is, again, it's another one of those situations where I feel bad for Connors out there because he had no chance with a man, a physical specimen like this, all the way up the Devil Driver! Devil Driver!
I haven't seen anybody get up from this.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my, that was a short match.
3 or 100, Smooth Kary. 3 or 500.
That's true. Oh man,
Hellbilly's shaking those ropes. It's almost like electricity is going to come out of him. The energy. This man is literally unreal, unstoppable, a jacked monster. If he was in the tournament, he'd be my pick. He didn't even want to be in the tournament. Just like that, he leaves.
I like to say if he would have worked the angles, if he would have worked his legs, if he would have worked his arms, maybe something would have happened. But Hellbilly didn't even give him the chance to work
Aaron
any
Connors,
angles.
maybe not going to rock all night tonight.
Not tonight. No signs.
But again, a good effort, of course, by this promising new rookie. But my God, he's like his legs aren't even working right to get out of the ring. Maybe the referee should help him all the way to the back. I wouldn't want. I mean, I have faced Hellbilly, but I wouldn't want to face him again. I'll tell you that. Here it was, right here, the spear. It just decimated. It shook every bone in his body. He might have broke a rib.
I don't even know if I could watch this again. It was so.
And then Hellbilly, the Hell Machine, as he is sometimes called, the man from Brownfield Hollow.
Here goes the Devil Driver.
Giving Camo a whole new look here. Oh my goodness, the Devil Driver. He held him up there. He could have done that. He could have walked around the ring all night, and there it was.
Jeez.
Hellbilly is going to be a force here in Pro Wrestling
1,
Express.
2, and 3. That was the end of that.
Unreal. Surreal, Smooth Kary.
Well, this has been a wonderful night tonight.
Unbelievable.
Great
PWX
matches.
Episode 1, Restoring the Legacy. What an amazing show we saw here. And remember, if you would like to become a PWX Pro Wrestler, make sure and visit the PWX Pro Wrestling Facebook, and make sure to check us out next week for Episode 2, as we will see Thunder Bear versus Dr. Damian Matthews and Sinborn with the mysterious Lilith facing Felix Cloven.
That is true. See us here once a week, I believe.
That's right, here at Pro Wrestling Express is back, and we're going to continue to see this tournament in the coming weeks. Plus, I heard Hellbilly is going to go one-on-one with 2 men, and from what I'm told, he might be going to give them a spanking that Desi Arnaz would be jealous of next week here on PWX. You don't want to miss any of the action, all the belts, all the perks, all the sweet, sweet sirens. PWX Performance Center, it's going to be amazing for episode 2.
You're so excited. That's it. This has been a wonderful night, and I tell you what, all the talents has been great, and we know who's moving on to the next tier. And
see you then.